there he is.
Hello and welcome back into the Bobcat Broadcast Network here live from the Centennial Center. Alongside Ben Carago, I'm Luke Winstow. Thank you all for tuning in. Now for our halftime coverage. It wasn't a great first half for Georgia College. Ben, what went wrong for GC there?
Like we mentioned in the pregame show, Winston Hill, he had a very great game. So far, he's been beating us inside. Our points, 26-8 so far. And we've been forcing turnovers, but we haven't been able to capitalize that. They've been keeping the margins really close as it pertains to playing on fast breaks. So it's just capitalizing on that. We're doing all the steps needed to be taken in order to keep it competitive. We're still down by 9, but just having another spark. Austin Stone had a really energetic dunk to keep this crowd in it, but we just need more contribution around it. They've been doing a good job of corralling all the rebounds offensively. The tandem of Keith Matthews and Winston Hill, it's been showing up. I think Keith Matthews is doing a good job, starting off with nearly 20 points in the first half, and like we said, Jordan Thomas is still in there for getting good at getting rebounds and doing his best, but just need more energy and step up in the second half.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying there, Ben. For Georgia College, the defense wasn't quite there. I mean, what are they looking to tighten up here in the second half?
I think it's a really good transition defense because in the beginning, they were off to a hot start, and Justin Cave shot. He had 9 points really early and really quick, and right after that, we kind of tapered off and let them get back in it. I think defensively is being able to we obviously communicate on it, but more so being able to switch, because Winston Hill is a big guy, and that's killing us inside a little bit. So being able to corral all that in, able to communicate that, could do dividends in order to change the shape of this half.
The Hill-Koneman matchup did not go well for Georgia College down low inside, so we'll look for improvement there, and we'll hope for a better second half for the Bobcats as they trail by 9 in halftime. We'll be back with Scott McLeod for more coverage here live from the Centennial Center.
Well, the Bobcats have some work to cut out for themselves here. 9-point deficit as GC's got a chance to battle back here in the final 20 minutes, but Francis Marion's not making it very easy tonight.
Right. One thing I'll point to in terms of a difference between the two teams has been paint points. FMU leads 26-8 inside. Now, a lot of that has to do with Winston Hill, number 15, having 17 points. Keith Matthews has 21. He's a guard, but a lot of his have come inside. He's only made 1 3-pointer, so of that 21, he's got 18 in the paint outside of his free throws.
Both those guys are getting the job done for them, and there's really not a whole lot of support, right?
That's it. I mean, it's those two that have a combined 38 of their 45.
Yep. Bobcats have just given up too much and too easy, it seems like. The field goal defense is not there right now.
Well, the difference to me has been Francis Marion making Georgia College work really hard on offense, and Georgia College not making FMU work too hard, kind of almost banking on turning it over on the offensive side and going and beating FMU on that side of the ball.
Well, the GC's got some time to come back here, and if they want to stay in the hunt, they've got to come up with a win here. Again, Georgia College tied for 7th in the Peach Belt Conference. Heading into tonight's play, they're hoping for a loss by Young Harris and a win here tonight. That would seal up a spot in the conference tournament, but you got to get the win first.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to worry about what anyone else does unless you're winning. And
That's
Georgia
right.
College is not getting the win right now. The first half was kind of some poor basketball in different areas of the floor.
Well, let's see if they can turn things around here in the final 20 minutes, and we'll get set for second half play here at Centennial. Just a few seconds before we get second half play underway. Halftime scores in the Peach Belt Conference. Augusta leading North Georgia 41-39. 3:41 to go first half. Columbus with a 1-point lead over Clayton State, 36-35. Under a minute to go at first half. Last report was Lander over Flagler, 39-36. And the battle for number 1 in the Peach Belt Conference. The two teams tied at the top of the conference. Pembroke is leading USC Aiken 49-47. That game in Pembroke, North Carolina. No report on the one we're most interested in, Young Harris and Georgia Southwestern down in Americus. So here we go, second half, as the Patriots playing a game of their season so far.
Well, the two teams here have combined to shoot 11 of 18 from 3. That's about 61-62% from beyond the arc. That's unlikely to sustain itself here in the second half, but we did enjoy a good shooting performance from both sides in the first half.
6 seconds into the second half, Wesley Simpson picks up his second foul. They'll high post it off the Hill, get it off now to Matthews. Matthews looks to Hill, gets it in there. Parks picks him up, double teamed by Simpson. Back outside, Matthews, 3-ball, bang. Keith Matthews killing us inside and outside tonight. And there's a foul near midcourt on Smith. That'll be 2 on him. So the Bobcats down by double figures again.
Young Harris is leading Georgia Southwestern 22-17 right now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you checking that update. 3-ball by Justin is good. Justin Cave up to 12 points now.
4 for 5 from 3. Only 3 he missed was a corner 3 on the other end.
He's feeling the long ball tonight. See if we can get some more work out of that. 1 minute gone by, second half. GC down by 9. Smith, left corner. They get it inside, and they call a foul inside. Hill was not in position, but he got fouled and pushed by Cave. That'll be 2 on Justin. Coach Gaines argues the call from the sideline. Matthews off the right side of the lane. Pitches it back outside. 3-pointer, good. Trey Jones is 13th of the year. Sophomore from Charlotte.
Well, 3-point shooting has been well over 50% for both teams, and FMU has continued their run of good shooting.
Parks inside, floats it one in. Beat Hill to the spot that time. The lead is 10 for the Patriots. They'll get it down low, and it's poked out of bounds by Wesley Simpson. Kodeman comes in for Parks. Parks is averaging 22 minutes a ball game, but he hasn't played a whole lot here.
No, and it's a little surprising to me because that Koneman versus Hill matchup did not go well at all in the first half.
You bet. But there's not a whole lot of second choice opportunities, shall we say. Oh, banked off the glass. Jaquez Smith ripples it down.
Well,
It's all working for the Patriots.
they're getting everything they throw up today. It's been really good.
JT circles, has the ball. Stepped on the end line. It went right back into his hands, and he was standing on the baseline. Sloan comes in for Koneman, trying to get some sort of a matchup inside against Hill defensively.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, the thing to me that I'm still looking for is Wesley Simpson hasn't scored yet. He's usually a double-figure guy.
He's got his work cut out on the defensive end here against Matthews. Wraparound pass into Hill, and is that a travel? Yeah. So the turnover, and a rare one for the Patriots, gives the ball back to the Bobcats, who are down by 13, their biggest deficit of the game. Crawford, the dribble drive up top to Cave. Now Jordan Thomas touches. Picked up by Cox. Comes around a pick from Sloan. Going to take it all the way in. Off the window, no. But he got fouled. And coming back to help out defensively and picking up the foul was Keith Matthews, his first personal. Team foul number 2, and that'll put Jordan Thomas to the stripe.
Yeah, the problem with Matthews and Hill is you don't even have hope of getting them into foul trouble right now. Both only have one. They have a long way to go with them, but Georgia College is going to have to find a way to deal with them defensively, or else they don't really have much of a shot because of what those two have done on the offensive side. It's been their game, and Georgia College has not gotten much production off their bench either. That's another note.
Yep.
FMU only has 2 points off their bench because pretty much all their points have come from 2 guys.
Exactly. Thomas 1 of 2 for the junior from Conyers. And an offensive foul. Purple Heart points for Wesley Simpson as he got crashed into. Picks himself up off the deck.
He got railed on that play, but yeah, for Simpson, he always finds ways to contribute. I talk about him not scoring, but he's in the book. In terms of rebounding, he's leading the team in the first half in rebounds, and then takes that charge and continues to contribute. But when he scores for you, it's a whole different game.
Charged by Smith is his 3rd foul. That one went off the knee into the hands of Crawford, and they call an offensive foul on Crawford. Guess he was in the semicircle. Richard gets his 2nd personal foul, 3 on the team.
It'd have to be that, but talk about Jordan Thomas down there posting up a little bit. Went off his knee, but you know, how often do you get a 6'1" guy trying to post up 2 defenders?
Matthews 3 ball, got it.
We saw that the whole way. Scott lined up wide open, and with the stroke he's had tonight, he's not going to miss that opportunity.
25 for Keith Matthews, and his teammates on the bench saw that one coming also.
We haven't even played 24 minutes of basketball.
Jordan, that's pretty good. You expect teams to get more than a point a minute, not a player to get point a minute.
Gosh.
Cox at the other end. Man, we're just flying down the floor. Nobody's playing any D. 59 points for Francis Marion already. Justin Cave, right side. Jordan Thomas rises, shoots the 3 and missed it. Matthews with the board. Ahead to Dickerson. Back right side. Matthews called for the basketball. Put up the 3, didn't get it. And a foul on the floor against Cave. That's 3 on Justin. And it looked like he had position, and it appeared that Hill pushed him out of the way.
Right.
But that's not what the guy with the whistle saw. And we've got our under 16 timeout. Bobcats trail by 15 points on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. So the lead for the Patriots is up to 15 now as we have played 4 minutes in the second half.
That's right, Scott. We've got some news coming in from our sports information director. Just came in now. Jordan Thomas needs 16 more points to move into number 6 in school history in terms of scoring.
So 7th all-time at Georgia College. That's NAIA and NCAA Division II combined. We'll need all 16 tonight, I think. There's 3 more. Jordan up to 20 for the ball game. Well, 34-point night wouldn't be beyond his reach to
Not
make
at
it.
all.
Not at all.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit, especially with the way he came out and started this game.
Matthews gets it into Hill. Hill lost the ball on the deck, picks it up. Back off to Matthews, left side of the lane. And Simpson just drew another charge as Matthews gets his second foul.
Wesley's earned both of those big time. He got bodied again on that play, drew it well, and gets Hill.
Clock stops with exactly 15 to go. Chris Parks returns to the lineup for GC.
Now also on the other end, Jordan Thomas has 20 points in about 24 minutes of play.
Simpson, reverse layup. He gets on the board.
There we go.
Wesley drove right through the defense.
It's time for him to get going. If he can, then Georgia College can easily have a shot the next 5 minutes to have it within 5.
Matthews with a travel on the pressure by Jordan Thomas and Austin Deckard.
Momentum swinging back in the direction of Georgia College here in a 12-point game.
Got to make something happen on this possession to make it worthwhile. Deckard will inbound the ball. Lob it into the backcourt to Jordan Thomas. Dickerson almost stripped him of the basketball, and there's a foul as he goes down the lane. And we've got an injured player, Robinson, hopping off the court, trying to avoid putting pressure on the ankle, maybe a knee. Yeah, it's the ankle.
Yep.
So he's out quickly. Dickerson gets his second foul. GC gets it in quickly. Austin Deckard off to Jordan in the left corner. Tried to dump it down low and it's picked off. Tried to get it to Simpson, who was posting up off the left side of the lane.
I don't mind Simpson posting up, but his defender Matthews is longer than him, and that's why he's able to reach in and stop that entry pass.
Chris Parks with an overplay, but grabbed a Patriot, according to the guy with the whistle. And that's 2 on Chris, 5 on the Bobcats.
I understand, obviously, an out-of-bounds call. The ball's out of bounds off of Parks, but that's I don't know about a foul.
Cox looks to trigger it, has to get to Matthews out near midcourt. He'll drop it off now to Smith.
Must have really been a grab on that play for that call to happen.
I think the offhand got him. Matthews with a miss at the free throw line. GC clears it, and there's a foul by Matthews, and that'll put 3 on him. So he'll have to play a little more close to the vest or tentatively.
Well, it's good because now you have Hill, who is set to come on, and then you were going to have that duo again, and those guys have just been killing it all day.
Right. Well, now
so
Matthews,
now you don't have it.
Right. Yeah, Matthews departs, so it's just Hill. That's all. That's all.
That's all.
Yeah. So he's back on the floor. GC's trailing by 12. Still a lot of time left in this one, but got to get something going offensively. Thomas is fouled from behind, and that's 4 on Smith. So their point guard, who averages over 4 assists a ball game, is in deep trouble in fouls.
And their point guard's been good lately as well. Smith averaging about 11 a game in his past few games. He's been knocking down threes at a high clip. And they're going to have to go to Gabriel Dickerson. He's shooting 56% from three, but not a very big sample size, obviously. He's going to come in. His cousin's Kent Bazemore.
Really?
Played in the NBA.
Okay. Former Hawk, right?
That's right. Still in the NBA, I should say.
So Dickerson from Suffolk, Virginia, comes on for Jaquez Smith. JT only got 1 of 2 free throws. So the lead is 9. Still plenty of time left. That's an over and back. He had his foot on the midcourt line. And the ball was over the line and then brought back into the backcourt, but they didn't see it. Missed on the shot by Hill. GC clears. Simpson, left side. Off to Cave. Cave. It'll be a 3-point free throw situation as Edmondson knocked him down. That would have been sweet to had that one gone in.
It'd be huge. It's been a lot of Thomas and Cave outside today. Georgia College has struggled with the game in the paint. We've seen Jordan Thomas even get in there and have a little bit of trouble getting blocked once or twice. It's good for Cave to step up into this role, especially with not great games from a lot of the guys on the Georgia College team like Simpson or even players like Brandon Thomas, who in the last game had 15 points for Georgia College. He hasn't put up anything, hasn't played many minutes.
Right.
So it's been big for Cave to step into this role as a number 2 guy today.
Well, they got the two-headed monster back on now. Matthews with his 3 fouls has returned, with Hill still out there.
That's why it's important for Simpson to take those charges. I mean, look at who he's been guarding. Got to get fouls on him.
Justin hit all 3. He's got 15 points. And the lead is down to 8. Dickerson at the point guard now, picked up by JT. Ball batted away, but recovered by Dickerson and batted away again. If at first you don't succeed, and we get it underneath the Parks, and he lost it out of bounds, they say it was off him.
That's the big part of having Smith, FMU's point guard, off on the bench. They've got to bring in Dickerson, who really hasn't played much, if at all, in the game today, and then you immediately force a turnover, and you get some momentum your way.
Travel at midcourt by Matthews. Another turnover, and they've had a spate of those turnovers in the last few minutes. And timeout taken by, I believe, Coach Edwards of FMU. And it becomes a full timeout with 12:40 to play. Bobcats down by 8. It was a 15-point deficit for a while there. And GC rallying to get back in this basketball game. For Georgia College, it's been a, 9-2 run since the 15:49 mark. So battling away are the Bobcats, trying to even their home mark on the season. They're 3-4 here at Centennial. Started off the year with a couple of losses. And again, they're in the top 8 in the Peach Belt right now, tied for 7th place with Flagler. The top 8 teams go to the conference tournament starting first week in March. So they're hoping to hold on to that 8th spot. Got 3 more games to go in regular season action.
Well, Scott, I've got some news for you here. Young Harris at halftime leading Georgia Southwestern by 8, 34-26. It's the other game we're keeping an eye on here for conference tournament seeding.
Young Harris is right below the Bobcats and Flagler in 9th place. And there's a 3 ball. Jordan Thomas, 24 on the night for JT. He's going to steal another one away. Gets it ahead, he got clobbered. And finally they blow the whistle on Dickerson, and he's got 3 fouls.
Wow. Huge momentum swing, and you send your best player to the free throw line down 5.
He has put the team on his shoulders.
He's had to.
He'll shoot a couple here.
He's got almost half of the team's points.
Just a little strong on that one. They had 1 for 2 last time at the stripe. Bobcats lead the all-time series between themselves and the Patriots, 30-13. They won the last 2 starts. The last game of last season, first game of this season. And the deficit is just 4. Now the Bobcats will press with Smith out of the ball game. Cox gets it off. Oh, Smith is back in, sorry. Baseline runner is good. Matthews over Parks.
Yeah, Matthews has been the type of guy that scored from every level. He's hit every shot on the floor tonight. Has nothing left to show.
Long bomb by JT. Comes awry, and here come the Patriots. It's Smith, walked it, yep. Dragged the foot. Thought he didn't, but he did. And there's our media timeout at 11:37. GC within 6. Stay with us on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Georgia College locked in a tough one here against Francis Marion, trailing 63-57. Still 11 and a half minutes to go in this one.
Wow.
Boy, that score could be right on up there tonight, huh?
Well, yeah, we knew coming in that Francis Marion will allow near 90 a game, and Georgia College, with the way they came out and have played defense today, has put FMU on that pace.
JT almost made the kid break his ankles and then dropped it in to just inside the arc.
He is putting on a show today. It's just showtime, Jordan Thomas.
Now they've got Smith out of the ball game. And Dickerson running the point. And a ball knocked away, recovered by Simpson. That went off a foot. It should have been a kick ball. And Simpson for 3. No, came up short off the front rim. They'll rush it to the north end. Back outside, 3 ball up and good. Wow, Robinson knocked that one home.
That's a beautiful play. Robinson's a shooter that you can't let have that shot, but in transition, you can't really be tight on him when you're running like that. Smart play by the point guard, just letting him get into a rhythm, scooping it to him for the 3.
GC is going up against the zone. Got a 2-3 looking at him. 7-point deficit. Cave over the top of the zone off the back iron, and no rebounding help. Matthews had an easy board there. They'll push it ahead, and a whistle away from the ball. A foul on Chris Parks. 3 on Chris. Team foul number 6. Francis Marion, 1 more, and it's a double bonus according to the board. I didn't think they've been stacking up that many fouls here. Shot up by Hill. A lot of contact in there and no whistle. Simpson, double team, back out to JT. Comes inside, floats it up there and missed it.
That was a really good move from Thomas. Fake left going right. He sold it well, but just couldn't convert, couldn't finish.
Under 10 minutes to go. Bobcats down by 7. And a whistle. And a foul on Georgia College. We are at home, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't know it, but we are at home. Wow.
Oh, man. You definitely wouldn't know it.
I guess they put that on Parks as well. And unofficially, I've got Chris for 4, so that's real trouble.
Yeah, if that's on Chris, then things have changed. It's a whole different game.
Matthews misses 1 and 1. Here's Crawford ahead to JT. Back to Richard. JT bombs away, missed it, spun out. And long lead pass ahead to Robinson. He'll sky and score, and GC sees it go to a 9-point deficit.
Right, Georgia College just lost track of him in transition.
Had it down to 4, now it's a 9-point situation. Cave dumps it down to JT. Oh, goodness. Letting him play tonight. 9 minutes to go. And the lead is 9 for the Patriots. Almost lost it. Dickerson saves it from going out of bounds. Matthews to Hill straight away 3. Got it. With Parks right in his face.
Yeah, I mean, Hill and Matthews, what can't they do and what haven't they done?
He's got 22 points. And Crawford's got a bad ankle now. As he came down hard, Sarah Fuller, the trainer, will come on to check him out. And he'll be helped to his feet. Looks like the right ankle giving him some problems. Park's going to pick him up and carry him. Big boy.
Oh, man.
I don't know if Richard's going to be able to live that one down for a while.
Oh, man.
Man, Mr. Park's got some
Oh, he's
strength
jacked.
to him.
Yeah, he's jacked.
He's jacked, yep. 6'5" and 250 at least.
He's got an incredible build.
12-point deficit now. Justin Cave, right side to Jordan Thomas. Back to Cave. Little guard pitch and catch. Back to JT, corner 3. No, he has missed his last 3 tries. Dickerson driving, kicks it back out. 3-pointer up, missed it. Brandon Thomas on the miss by Robinson. Cave from downtown. Yes, sir. Right in front of the Bobcat bench.
Huge 3 from Cave. He's got 18 now.
Patriots on the attack at the north end. Here's Matthews with Brandon Thomas picking him up. Right side 3. Dickerson short. Rebound by Brandon. You get it to Jordan. Jordan. Off to Cave, 3-pointer, no. Rebound, tapped around, saved by Simpson. It wouldn't go, but he got a foul.
It's big from Wesley. Those plays when you can get the offensive rebounds will give you a lot of momentum. We got a timeout here.
Foul on Dickerson. And our under 8 timeout with 7:21 to go. And we'll be right back on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. The deficit is 9 with 7:21 to go. GC trying to fight back here at home against Francis Marion. As the Patriots have struggled on the season, they have yet to win a road game. And they are on the verge of doing that here if they can hold on. We get back to action with Wesley Simpson at the line, 35 of 46 for 76%. He'll drop in the first effort. 6'1" sophomore from DeLand, Florida. Went to Union Grove High School here in Georgia. Our leading rebounder at 7.8. Wesley had only 4 points against Francis Marion in the first go-round. He's got 3 tonight.
What's helped Georgia College come back here to bring it within 7 has been 15 turnovers from Francis Marion. There were very few from them in the first half. They had 6, but they've already had 9.
Cox for 3, short. Brandon Thomas reaches up and grabs the rebound. Off to Simpson. 3 ball, spun out. Rebound by Brandon, got it.
Thomas has been huge on the boards since he's come in here in the second half. He's found a way to make a really big impact.
Back to 5-point deficit. They put Smith back in during the timeout. He's running the show. Hill to Matthews. Down inside. Shot up no good by Jones, and it goes out of bounds. They're letting him play here in the final 10 minutes. And some tempers had flared inside there. It looked like a technical foul called.
It's on Hill.
It's on. Yeah, Winston's going to pick up his second foul.
Yeah, I think he kind of bumped Koneman, John Adam a little bit.
Koneman backed away immediately.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, I'm not going to be a part of that."
Nope, I'm not getting involved in it. Here's Simpson at the free throw line.
Which is really smart, because if we had a double technical, it wouldn't be as good. But for GC, 2 free throws from your point guard Simpson, and then you get the ball back.
I was laughing because I saw Simpson accepting high fives from nobody. he walked this way and slapped at the air on both right and left.
Yep.
He got both free throws, and it's a 3-point game.
When you get the ball, too, so you hit a 3 and you're tied, and then that's a 5-point swing off of your technical foul, which is why it was smart of Koneman to get in there and play hard, but not play dirty. So now you have the actual free throws coming from that actual play.
Had a common foul on the play.
Right.
And I guess that was Koneman. They didn't put it on the board. So it's Hill at 65% for the year, and he missed it. Big miss there. JT quickly ahead to Justin. Back out to Thomas. Sitting on 27 points.
Wouldn't it be perfect if he got a 3 right here? Tie it up and give yourself 30.
As we get to the 6-minute mark, shot clock at 7. Simpson takes it all the way in and missed it. Hill made him adjust at the last second. Got to play some D again, trailing by 3. Smith off to Matthews.
Yeah, we're probably going to have scores in the 90s here today, or close to it.
Back to Smith, under 10 to shoot. Drives it all the way in and lost the handle on it. Brandon Thomas picks up the loose ball. A wasted trip for Francis Marion. JT back to Justin. Open for 3. Got it. We are tied at 71. GC was down by 15 points and battled back here.
What a comeback. The resiliency of Georgia College throughout the season has been impressive at times. This is another instance where they've been able to get it done in the second half. They were down 9, down 15, and then huge comeback there, and part of it's because of that technical foul.
Wrap around, shot no good. Rebound GC on the weak side by Simpson.
The rebounding is what's turned everything around.
Yes, even with the big guys inside there, the Bobcats have owned the boards.
Yeah, they were getting out-rebounded by 10 for a while. Now it's down to about 4.
Chance for the Bobcats to reclaim the lead for the first time in quite a while. Justin Cave to Kodeman. To Brandon Thomas. Back to Justin. Austin Cox on him. Spins, gets it back. Kodeman 3-ball. Yes, sir! And a timeout called by Gary Edwards. And Georgia College has come alive in the last 10 minutes.
That's huge. Kodeman's first points of the day, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
4:14 remaining, and GC reclaiming the lead at 74-71. You have to go all the way back to 14-13 when the Bobcats last led. They're about to put some dirt on our faces here. As you see the replay of Sloan's dunk early in the first half. As crunch time has arrived, according to the cheerleaders. As they throw out the crunch bars. Cave with 21. Jordan Thomas with 27. It's a two-man show for the Patriots as well. Matthews has 27. And Hill with 22.
Well, the stars have shown up today for both sides, and Justin Cave has done everything you could have ever asked for out of him and more. Back-to-back 21-point games. He's got a chance to do even more here in the last 4:14 to go. The 21-point games at home.
You really like to see the improvement there of Justin Cave. He had an okay year as his freshman year, but this year he has come on and taken a little bit of load off of Jordan Thomas in terms of scoring. And the Bobcats, if we can keep Chris Parks healthy, if we can get everybody back next year, should be a really good one for the Bobcats. We got a long way to go for this year. Still 3 more regular seasons. And it'll be 2 free throws for Wesley Simpson. Do we have another technical charged?
I believe we did. I don't know if it was in the timeout or on the timeout, if it was a coach talking to the referee or something like that.
I saw one of the officials blow the whistle real quick after the teams had started to go to their bench.
I saw it and I was like, no way. You know, that couldn't be that good.
Simpson got 2 more. Up to 6 now for Wes. The lead is 5 for Georgia College.
What a swing. What a swing we've had. It's been, 10, 12 minutes, and Georgia College has put together about a 20-point swing.
Patriots have to go against full court pressure by the Bobcats. It's almost stolen away, out of bounds to the Patriots still. JT still shaking his head as he comes this way. He thought Cox touched it last. They inbound it, get it back into Dickerson's hands. Right side, Matthews 3-ball, nowhere near. GC with a rebound, leading by 5, under 4 minutes to go.
This is where it helps to be the deeper team. You've got more energy, but also more players. You're not so one-dimensional, so when your 1 or 2 guys cool off, things get rough, and that's not who Georgia College is as a team.
JT getting orders from the sideline to slow it down. 8 seconds to shoot. Koneman to Parks. Parks going to take it right to the big man. Rolled it up there and missed it. Koneman got the rebound, and he finally got fouled.
Did that all with one arm. He had his left arm wrapped up, so he pulls down the board and puts up a shot with one arm. How about Koneman? He was really kind of a no-show for most of the game, and then the past minute and a half, he's all of a sudden been one of the most important players here. It's really good to see.
Christian to the line. He'll shoot a pair. That's a double bonus the rest of the way for the Bobcats. He spins the first one out. 5-point lead. Still a 2-possession game with 3.5 to go. Koneman got the second one to go. 6-point GC lead. Still a 2-possession contest. It's Matthews on the right side, going to take it all the way in, drop it off the hill, and he missed it, but he got fouled by Koneman. Koneman got his money's worth on that one as he barreled right into Hill. Did not want to give up an easy shot.
Okay, so what we told you earlier with Jordan Thomas, I thought that he was 16 points away. With 16 points, he'd be in sixth place. So now he is in sixth place for Georgia College all-time in scoring.
So JT moving up the ladder here as Hill drops in the first free throw.
We will have an interview with Jordan after the game on the GC Bobcats Instagram and social media. So follow there.
Trey Jones is checked in for Alex Cox. Second free throw good. Bobcats had a bit of a run there. Producers trying to total that one up. Leading by 4 as we close down on 3 minutes to go. Justin Kay pulls it back out, slowing things down, eating up some clock. Simpson in the midcourt circle. We get under 3 minutes now. Thomas made a man miss, puts it up strong, rebound off a Patriot. Bobcats will get it. Those 2 free throws stopped a 15-0 run by the Bobcats. A great stretch here for GC. Simpson to Jordan. Jordan down the baseline, muscles it up and scores. 29 and a timeout called by Mark Gaines.
Well, Georgia College has built off of what JT has done. He came out early, guns a-blazing for the Bobcats, and then cooled off for a little while, and he's come on when he's been needed most, as you would expect. So him and Cave have now combined for 50.
50 of the 79.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That is getting the job done, huh?
No doubt.
Wait a minute, they've got JT now at 31 points.
Oh, they just counted that last basket.
Gotcha.
Just now.
I thought it was at 27 when I looked up there, but 31 for Jordan Thomas. And I believe his career high is 34. It came earlier this year. Have to double check on that, but we'll find out. So Thomas approaching all-time record for his participation at Georgia College. And the GC lead is 6 with 2:42 to go. It's Trey Jones still in the backcourt. Almost forced a 10-second count. Dickerson picked up by Brandon Thomas. Here's Matthews. Back to Dickerson with 10 to shoot. Dickerson into Matthews off the right block. Backs his way around and puts it up and in. Got around Wesley Simpson, who was giving up a lot of inches there. 79-75 as we get close to 2 minutes to go. What a comeback by the Bobcats. Hopefully it will manifest into a victory here. Al's still checking on that career high for.
So for Thomas, his season high is 37 against Flagler.
Well, that would be his career high too, I believe. Brandon Thomas, yes sir! Brandon Thomas hit a big triple right there. 82-75 with a minute 44, and again Gano calls a timeout.
That was a big play from Thomas, who's now stepped up a little bit. He's had to make some plays here in the second half. The first half he was pretty kind of ineffective for Georgia College, wasn't played very much, and now he comes in and he's looking really good here. The second half has been the type of player that he's got the potential to be, rebounding well, playing very athletically, showcasing that side of his game, and then knocking down a three when he gets an opportunity. Brandon Thomas has the opportunity to kind of feast off of the fact that Jordan Thomas draws so much attention to himself. He gets better looks because of it.
Minute 40 to play, 100 seconds left, Bobcats by 7. And it's a 3-possession game now. We double team and steal it away. Cave gonna take it in, count it, and call a foul. Justin Cave stole it, knocked it in, and we'll go to the free throw line. 23 for JC.
Wow. Yeah, Wesley Simpson and Coach Gain is loving it, running around, pumping up the crowd after the and one call. The defense here in the second half, especially in the past 10 minutes, has led to offense for Georgia College, and that's been the key. As soon as they started playing well on the defensive side, the offense came naturally.
Try to give the Cats a 10-point lead. He does. 85-75 with 90 seconds left. Logan Norton has come in for the first time tonight for Coach Ian Edwards. He's the last guy off the bench for Francis Marion. With a minute 19 stoppage in play as both teams that go to their respective benches. I guess, yeah, Coach Edwards called the timeout. So a ferocious comeback if they can hold on. They came alive when they needed it, and boy, did they need it. And You're checking out Young Harris, aren't you?
We have to.
Yeah, we have to. We're doing our due diligence here, right?
Yeah, Georgia Southwestern actually leads Young Harris by 2, so all of a sudden, there's 12 minutes left.
Okay.
It's 47-45, so don't get your hopes up yet, but, in about 15 or 20 minutes of time, I think we might have had a lot of stuff go right for
there you
Georgia
go.
College.
Bobcats are hoping for a loss by the Mountain Lions and a win of their own tonight to seal up a visit to the Peach Belt Conference tournament for the second straight year. Austin Deckard in, gets it into JT. Long lob pass to Deckard. Now GC in the forecourt will just take as much of that shot clock down as it can. Deckard back to Simpson. Simpson being chased by 2 Patriot defenders. Cave splits 2 defenders. Here's Deckard left corner, 3 ball. Yeah! And loving every second of it.
Oh, he should be. This has been huge for Georgia College. It's the momentum that you've got to have at this time of the year. You've got to have this kind of energy or else you won't make it. When you're 7th in the conference and you've got to be in the top 8, you have to play like your hair's on fire, and that's what they've done in the past 10 minutes.
Austin Deckard hits his 21st three-pointer of the season. Redshirt freshman from Swanee and Lambert High. Made that one count. He had a lot of time to shoot it and was able to tickle the nylon. And one final timeout. Neither team has a timeout remaining, according to the scoreboard, with under a minute to go. And the GC lead, if they were down by a bunch, they're up by a bunch now. Was it a 15-point deficit? I may have misspoken. I think it might have been at least 12 at 61-49. It was 15. They're down 59-44. They were down 17 points. Thank you, producer. 61-44. We were down by that score.
Wow.
That's a pretty humongous turnaround.
No doubt.
Matthews off to Cox, back to Matthews. Here's Hill, going to penetrate. They're going to give him the layup, and he missed it, but a foul called, of course. And it'll be 2 shots for Winston Hill as Koneman collects his second personal foul.
Well, here you go. If my math is correct, since we had that score earlier, 61-44. Okay. Georgia College has outscored FMU 44-16.
Wow.
Come from down 15 up 10.
Very good. Well, the first half was nothing to get excited about, but the second half has really rewarded the folks who made their way here to Centennial tonight. Hill drops in a second one. 26 points on the night for him. About 5 points above his season average. Norman, little ball handling exhibition, gets it off now to Jordan Thomas, who got grabbed by Matthews. With 24 and a half seconds to play. And JT with a chance to add to his 31-point night. Koneman and Parks back in.
It's just the icing on the cake here for Jordan Thomas at the end of the game.
Bobcats could get to 90 points again. They have been scoring a lot of points of late. Some in losses. So 33 for Jordan Thomas, and the Bobcats get the basketball back again. They'll dribble out the clock. Down by 17 here in the second half. Georgia College rallies to win by 11. As the tough luck season continues for the Patriots, they fall to 4-20. 3-14. They are still winless on the road for the year. Georgia College improving to 11-14 overall and 8-9 in conference play, and they have just about sewn up a spot in the Peach Belt Conference tournament come March. So congratulations to the Bobcats with a big win here.
Well, it's just a major improvement from the beginning of the game to the end, and now we've got Coach Gaines to come and talk about it.
Wow, he's over here in a hurry. And had to congratulate that fine young man who assists Coach Gaines, Mr. Aquino.
All right.
All right, Gano, congratulations. Let's get you turned around here and sit you down. Well, either way you want to do it.
Hey, we earned that one. Hey, they're a good team.
Getting some congratulations from Wendell Staten, the Director of Athletics at Georgia College. Well, good thing we played two halves, huh? Because that first half was not a whole lot to get excited about, but second half more than made up for it.
Yes. Francis Marion, they just happen to be at the bottom of the standings right now in the Peach Belt, and that's what I love about the league. Good coaching, good players. Both their forwards are really good players, got good guards that can shoot. We can beat anybody in the Peach Belt Conference, and anybody can beat us. And give them credit in the first half, but I just think we play as tough as what we needed to. And moving forward, I've been, really talking to the team about just playing tough, and I was proud of the guys. We really, I don't mind fouls. I just want to play tough.
Right. Well, they really played tough in that second half. The last 10 minutes or so, you were down by 17 points, and you come back and win by 11. Pat's got some numbers for you.
Are you serious, Scott?
I'm serious.
17 points in the first and second half.
It was 61-44. And that was in the second half.
I had no idea.
And because our first half score was, 45-36. So you were down a bunch, and you came back and won by 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
Down 17 with, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Scott.
Excellent effort.
Excellent effort. The guys play hard. I'm just trying to, we got a young team, and just trying to get the guys to play like we're playing, the top teams in the league every game, because the bottom teams are good. And now with the internet, everybody they know what the records are. So we just try to guard against that. But get Francis Marion, they gave us a great game.
Well, we had a great combination of Jordan and Justin combining for the offense for you. They wound up with 2/3 of the points or more.
Yeah, so Jordan and Justin had 55, and Keith Matthews and Winston Hill had 61 of their 79. So their forwards played great. They're good players.
Our guards played great.
And our guards played great. But I will say this. I thought that Christian, I thought Chris, I thought Brandon Thomas, I thought all of our forwards all of them. Austin Sloan, I thought they all played better in the second half. So
yes, they did.
That was good. And give all the credit to Francis Marion. You know, if it had went to 20, I'm not sure. But all of a sudden, if it goes from something psychological about being down 20.
Exactly.
And if it goes to 20, I'm not sure if we win that game. But it went from 17 to about 10 or 12, and then I thought we had a chance. But I thought our pressure in the second half really bothered them. The 2-2-1 in our 1-2-2, and we don't really work on that a lot. I don't feel like you need to, but it just really picked up our guys. Maybe we need to do it more.
Well, congratulations. Now you got homecoming to look forward to with North Georgia coming into town.
Yeah, well-coached team. I think Coach is doing a nice job over there. He's got them right at 500 in the league in his first year. That's very impressive. He's very organized. He's a good coach. They have a couple good senior guards. I want to win a homecoming game. It's been a while. Last year, Augusta got up on us big. We cut it late, and the crowd really got into the game. We just gave them too big of a lead. But they'll get our best effort. I can guarantee that.
Happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Go Bobcats.
Right.
Thanks, Scott.
Yep. Mark Gaines, the Bobcats head coach. Georgia College comes away with a big win here tonight. So that'll do it from the Centennial Center. Don't have a copy of the numbers to tell you about, but it was the Jordan Thomas and Justin Cave show for Georgia College. Scoring-wise tonight, as GC moves to within a game of 500 in the Peach Belt Conference at 8-9, and moving on up, trying to get that overall record even up as well. We'll be back with you for homecoming on Saturday. It'll be a 3:30 tip-off for the women's contest. The men's game to follow about 5:30. And all the festivities as well. For Thompson, for Luke, for everybody, I'm Scott McLeod. Thanks for joining us for Georgia College basketball. A win for the men. The Bobcat women fell earlier tonight to the Patriot women of Francis Marion. Good night from the Centennial Center.